guys? This is Dave Van Auken once again, back again on the Fight Bananas podcast. How is everyone doing out there? What's up, guys, girls? What's up? What's up? All right, we're rolling. We're going to have one of our absolute favorites on the show. We love this guy. He's just a part of the Fight Bananas family, and he has absolutely humongous great news. And it's like, any family. Like, when you hear good news from your loved ones, it brings everyone up. And I'm just so pumped to have our guy, Impa Kasanganay, back on the Fight Bananas podcast. Like I said, I'll let him kind of break the news here coming up in a second. He's about to call in any minute. But real quick, I know you guys been with us. And if you're listening to this, you know who we just had on a couple episodes ago or a couple days ago. And I don't know when you listen to this, but with Roy Jones Jr., the greatest boxer of all time, the GOAT, the pound-for-pound GOAT in the square ring. Man, it was incredible. We're not going to lie. It was, I was beyond grateful and blessed. I felt very, very emotional after the interview, to be kind of just bluntly honest with you guys. It was just all the hard work we've been doing. We've been grinding. We're around 273 episodes. We have multiple podcasts underneath our banner. Our social media platforms are just on fire. We have great sponsors. We have great supporters of the podcast. We have great friends and family. We have so many big things in the works. It's just incredible. Even through a pandemic. And that's what I like. That's if I can just hit on that real quick. I know, guys, Impa's about to call in. But the cream rises in the worst kind of times. I've seen shows and, other members and people kind of, evaporate, disappear. And it's hard. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it was like, man, I got to do this or I got to do that. But if you're passionate about it, or if you love it, whatever it is you love, if it is MMA, right, mixed martial arts, or if it is you're listening to this and you love being the best salesman, realtor, you love selling houses, go for it. Whatever you love, just go for it. It will fall into place. Because you love it. It's not a job. This isn't work. This is the greatest profession for me in the world. I love talking and communicating, especially with all these fighters and just getting to know them. And, we hear things and we predict things. It's fun. This is fun. This isn't work. We're making money. We're being successful, having fun. Like, this is a dream. This is like when you were younger, you're like, hey, what do you want? I want to be a quarterback. There's only a couple quarterbacks, guys. I'm sorry I'm not Patrick Mahomes. I had a pretty decent arm back in the day, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not Patrick Mahomes. But we're so pumped right now with Fight Bananas and where we're at, and we are just so excited for the future. We have so many big things coming up this week, at the end of the week, this weekend. We have Impa Kasanganay coming up. I can't wait to talk with our girl Taryn Temple with Coffee and Cage Talk, so many more big things. We love our guys from Inside the Distance. We're just making tons of money there betting on MMA fights. So here we go. Without any further ado, Dana White Contender Series winner last year, 2019, 6-0 middleweight, Impa Kasanganay. All right, guys, here we go. Impa Kasanganay, one of our absolute favorites, not even just fighters, just men. We love talking to you. Impa, thank you for so much coming back on the Fight Bananas podcast.
Oh, man, thank you for having me, Mr. Van Auken. How you doing?
Man, we're doing great, man. We talk about it. We talked a little bit off air. It's been a hectic, a little bit of a rough time here for a lot of people, but the family's healthy. I'm healthy. We're beyond blessed, man. How are you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, for so many other people, they're going through it, and my family's blessed, and I try and still do what I love and go after my dreams, so I'm grateful.
That's awesome. Well, let's dive right into it, and then that's definitely the lead, and we'll take it from there. You love fighting. You wanted to fight for the UFC. What is on the near horizon for you, brother?
So the near horizon is we're fighting August 11th. We're scheduled for September 1st, and the UFC saw that we were ready, so, they moved my fight up, and we're going to claim this victory, get this contract ready to go.
I love it, man. We're so pumped for you. August 11th, Dana White Contender Series, Impa Kasanganay comes back. Let's start right there. You already fought underneath that banner. You already fought at the Apex. You had that Contender Series feel. You fought, Bisping and Dana White, everyone there. Do you think, is that an advantage for you? You've already went through it.
Yes, sir. I mean, I believe that it allows me to see this time that it's time to go to work. The first time you go, it's like you're excited, like a little puppy, like, okay, man, you're ready to fight. This time, it's like, I've been here before. It's time to go to work. I know what to do. I know the drill. And I'm just grateful and excited to do what I love and get after it.
Absolutely. One thing that really, really brought my the attention to at least me, and of course we saw you for Island Fights a couple of times, and then you turned pro very early 2019. You literally just went through the regional scene like on fire. 6-0, especially with that Contender Series win. Even in it was September or August. It was August, the end of August.
August,
right?
Yes, sir. August 27th.
Yeah. So you're 8-0. 6-0 in 8 months, and then boom. You get the win. You don't get the contract. And then a couple bouts kind of, canceled, and that's the fight game. And then we go through this pandemic. You're such an active fighter, but you haven't fought in, almost a year now. How has it been for you, Impa?
Man, it's been a blessing. It's been great. It's definitely had its challenges, especially being somebody who enjoys fighting, loves to fight, loves to be active. But then I also got to be a part of a lot of people's fight camps. Scott Holtzman, he fought, won against Jim Miller. Before that, he fought in New Jersey. He's now helping to get ready for the Neil Dariush. Always in somebody's fight camp, always preparing. John Saltz for Bellator, he's one fight away from fighting for the title. So, I'm right there, too, helping him get ready. Joseph Lee. So, fighting, I got the ability to learn and try new skills and test new things. And it's I believe that, when God holds you, he buries you. He allows you to develop. So, it's I feel like I had some time to work on things I needed to develop because being so active, maybe there were certain things that I needed to work on. But it's fight, this is the game plan. Now we develop a great arsenal and we're ready to put it out. So it was definitely a fun year, but also many challenges. 4 fights fell through, 2 canceled. So it was before they even really came to be anything, before the contracts even came in. But man, now I'm just so excited to fight.
Man, I love that. We are so excited for you here for Fight Bananas. We absolutely adore you, Impa. We actually talked to Scott Holtzman just a couple months ago. I think it was actually at the very beginning of the pandemic. Like you said, he just got a win, and if I remember, I saw you in the corner of Holtzman's last fight. Is that right, for the UFC?
No, I wasn't in the corner, but I was helping him get ready. So I was out there as a training partner.
Oh, okay. But you were out there, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you might have seen me as a picture in the background, or part of in the background of a picture or something like that.
Right. And he's fighting out there in Vegas on the 8th. You're fighting on the 11th. Are you guys going together? Are you guys doing anything together? Are you going to be in his corner or help him out on the 8th, or are you guys doing different vibes?
So working on getting out there so that we can both be out there at the same time. The UFC's awesome, and they're doing everything they can to accommodate, especially in the midst of all this COVID and everything like that. Because usually, you just fly out, you'd be good. Now they're trying to be as careful as they can be to keep the show running. So, but the thing is, Scott and I have been training so much together. A coach is going out there. I train with Scott's corner as well, my teammate Dylan. So for me, it's it only makes sense for me to go out there when they go out because I'll be fighting 3 days later.
Absolutely. I that's what I saw the post and we talked about it. You fighting on the 11th. I'm like, wait, because Holtzman was going to be on. One of my boys got sick and we haven't rescheduled the podcast. But I was like, I know Scott's fighting on the 8th, and I know Impa and him are close. I'm like, they might be going out there together. They might be helping. And Scott is an absolute stud. I'm so happy for him. He's got a lot of success coming to him in the near future too. I think he's on a 2 or 3 fight win streak as well.
Sure.
But Impa, man, like I said, we've been talking for a while. We know you're in the middleweight division, and we always talk about the top end middleweights. For one, I would love your take on the fight that just happened, the finale of Fight Island, which was Till Whitaker, 2 of the greatest middleweights to do it. Did you watch that fight? Did you see it? What did you take out of that?
I did. Oh man, I'm a fan of both. I'm definitely a huge fan of Whitaker. Being champion for so long. Tough fighter, but I like the way he moves. He has a different kind of way of moving. I think, his movement frustrated Till, and then obviously that leg kick, what it was called. But man, he fought him strategically, fought him well, and it's good to see him win. It'd be cool to see him get the rematch for the title. with the respect of being champion. But it's also good to see the shot too, or see who he fights next. I think they, with that fight, they definitely shook up the middleweight division, and I look forward to fighting them one day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are too.
Got me excited.
Oh my God, Kasanganay Whitaker! I absolutely love it. I would love to see the poster of that.
Yeah, soon.
I love it.
It's funny because in the gym I always yell Aussie, Aussie, Aussie because Whitaker's really one of my favorite fighters. Just the way he fights, man, to share an octagon and step in the cage with him and get after it would be a huge honor. And I look forward to that day. Those guys, like anybody who's a top middleweight, Adesanya, Costa, anybody. So looking forward to those days. Us too.
I was definitely going to transition to that. To me, I'm a huge fan of middleweights for probably the Rich Franklin, Anderson Silva days, and then there was the Bispings and Rockholtz and so much. Izzy, to me, is one of the greatest middleweights I've ever seen. I just love his stand-up. He just brings something different. He's fighting an undefeated Costa, who is just a juggernaut in the middleweight division. It's unbelievable that he makes 185. What do you see that's coming up soon? Easily one of the most anticipated middleweight UFC championship fights, maybe of all time. Izzy Costa, where do you see that coming from?
Man, I see that fight. I see it being a pretty good barrier because I know Costa's going to keep coming at him.
Right.
And Izzy's very slick. So I like Izzy. I remember when Izzy fought Barrett Brunson and he shot that knee up the middle. That was slick. That was very clean. And then Izzy too. I mean, I know they talk about the Yoel Romero fight. Yoel Romero's a beast, and some people won't even step to Yoel at all. But man, if you look at the fight before that with Gastelum, the two fights before that with Gastelum, when Izzy fought him, he was going there to bang, and then Gastelum kept coming at him. So I think it's going to be two great dance partners, ready to get after that day. And then with Costa, man, juggernaut. Comes there to hit, comes there to fight, and I think that the fight could go out the way. Sorry, where to cut off at? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. You were about Costa main eventing, and you were right there.
Awesome. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, just saying Costa, man, he throws some bombs. I think that it'll be fun to see, and he's tough too. I think he'll keep coming to fight. You saw the way he fought Yoel. I mean, both these guys fight well, and I just think that Costa's gonna keep coming at Izzy.
Right.
And Izzy's gonna have that plus stuff. But I mean, I think this time, everybody kind of needed this pandemic. It was kind of like just a time off, not necessarily the pandemic of people getting sick, but more so the time off where people had time to focus on themselves and work within. And we'll see how these guys, hopefully they bring their best,
Absolutely. And that's why I'm such a big fan of the middleweight division. It's such a pure of a, small and quick and technique, but then absolute power. Like you said, we got juggernauts with Costa, and you got guys with knockout power like Whitaker. We just saw what Jack Hermanson just did. We got the main event this weekend. Yeah. We got Brunson and Shabazian. There's so much talent in this middleweight division. Impa, you sure you don't want to gain 15 pounds or lose 10?
Well, I like the middleweight division, go get the title, then move up, fight light heavyweight, get that title, heavyweight, get that title, and anybody from 170 who wants to fight, let's do it too. I really like that guy, Chimaev. Am I saying his name last name correctly?
Oh man,
he fought at 70.
Yep. Wait.
He fought at 85.
Yeah, he was the Fight Island star. I wrote his name. Watch this. So the last podcast, I practice it because we got to know it. He's becoming a superstar. You're Chimaev.
Chimaev. Yeah.
Yep.
I have a lot of respect for him, and the fact that he's willing to step up too, man. I'd love to fight him. I'd fight him. I fight him my first fight in the UFC. I mean, I'm ready to go.
Wow,
so
that would be
for
great.
Me, it's guys like that. I'd love it. I'll go back out to Fight Island. I know he's ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. So take care of business on the 11th, and send me out to Abu Dhabi or wherever he wants to meet. I respect him too. Nothing against him. I respect fighters like that. I love that. So it's guys, you're coming to fight, ready to fight. Anybody, man. Anybody. So
I love that. I love that. That would be an absolute stunning matchup. He's still super young. So are you? I saw that 26 years young, Impa. That's amazing. You got a huge career ahead of you. We know you're super busy, and I know that you're going to train right now. Last question for you, and I love this one. So it's August when you fight for the Contender Series in 2020, and we're coming out of this global pandemic. You started, you became a professional fighter January 2019. what would you have said? Like, where would you think your journey have been? Are you just loving this ride? What would you tell yourself, 18, 20 months ago? Hey, guys, everything, Impa, relax. 2019, you're fine. I would just love to hear your take on where you are in your journey right now of your mixed martial arts career.
And I'm very grateful. I remember when I was going to step in to get my pro career, I made my pro debut. I had a goal to fight 10 to 12 times in a year, if not every month, every other month or something, maybe twice in a month like we did with Island Fights. And I said be as active as I can be because, I love to fight when God's called me to do it. Or two, man, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what opportunity is going to be there, like the Contender Series last year. But you also never know what craziness could go on. Maybe get injured in practice or something, wait this out. But you could definitely get all these fights racked up and then keep training, and keep developing. So if I talk back to myself then, it's like, man, keep doing it. Keep getting after it. Keep your foot on the gas. My dad told me, when you're young, eat it you can. Like, you don't have any. Keep getting after it. Go. Then up and go. Fight because you provide. And that's what I tell myself. If you get discouraged in training or feel like, oh man, like what's next? Like, man, I always laugh because some people are like, oh man, like you should fight one time in a year. But man, we'd never fight the Contender Series. And then all the fights that got canceled, those 6 fights blessed me so much that I'm still ready to go now. And it's helped me get back on the international stage. Then after this fight, stepping up and fighting like the best in the world. And that to me is like anybody who's ever going after a dream. Go after it. Take every opportunity. Don't wait till you feel like you're ready. Don't wait until keep breaking up the puzzles. Keep decoding the puzzles, and you'll get your success. And then when anything happens like that's crazy, like this pandemic, I remember sitting there like, man, I wish I could fight, but also super grateful because those 6 fights helped me so much now. Like the UFC called Lou the first round. And we're like, hey, can he fight? And we're like, man, we're ready to go. And man, if I didn't have those 6 fights, if I didn't get my amateur career done, where would I be now?
Right.
So
right.
That's what I was myself. It's like, so just stay in check, man. Stay in check and keep going, keep getting after it. Trust God that He's going to provide, and that you don't have to feel like you're ready. You don't have to feel confident. You just have to have faith and show up every day and train. That's how I look at it.
I love it. Impa, that was probably easily one of the best messages we've ever heard here on the Fight Bananas podcast. Man, we just respect and admire you so much from afar. Continue success. Just keep on being you. We cannot wait. August 11th, Dana White Contender Series. Impa Kasanganay comes back to take what's his. The UFC contract is coming home to Jimmo.
Sure.
Impa, we appreciate you. Stay blessed, and we'll talk to you real soon. We'll talk to you after your win, all right?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Wow, what a great talk we had there with Impa Kasanganay, who will be on ESPN Dana White Contender Series August 11th. We cannot wait. We are so excited for him. So breaking news here in Fight Bananas. Yeah, that's what we do. It's absolutely what we do. We have Roy Jones Jr. on. We kind of, we predict him versus Tyson. You're welcome. And, we'll just keep on rolling. We had Kevin Seiler, Ty Flores just dropped, Impa Kasanganay, absolutely. And we have an absolute stud coming on the show in a couple of days. No spoiler alerts. Or you can just send me Venmo money and I'll let you know. But no spoiler alerts. Huge superstar coming on the show. Thank you so much to Impa Kasanganay. Absolute pleasure. We absolutely love having him on the show. One of our absolute favorites. And absolutely more of our favorites. I'm talking about Warhammer Fightwear, guys. Check out warhammerfightwear.com right now, or you can hit him up on the Amazon app. I wear the dry fit black tee once a week. I love it. It's comfortable. It's dry fit. Keeps me, going. I love it. WarhammerFightwear.com. Check them out. They have great lady leggings as well. Thank you so much, Warhammer Fightwear. Also, another one of our supporters, N-Still Nutrition. Check out nstillnutrition.com or hit them up on the IG page. Check out nstillnutrition.com for their joint jiu-jitsu. I absolutely love it. I take that every single day. They have other supplements. Maybe it's supplements for you, but I like that joint jiu-jitsu. It just makes my body feel good. I got to take one every single day. So thank you so much to N-Still Nutrition. All right, guys, we are about to leave. So pumped. I'm blown away by all the continued support from you guys, the Fight Bananas community, all the listeners, watchers, subscribers, sharers, likers, lovers. Thank you. We appreciate you here at Fight Bananas. All right, guys, I'm Dave Van Auken. You just heard from Impa Kasanganay, who will be on the Dana White Contender Series show on August 11th.